Welcome to NFP trading Friday, a very important trading day. Big event coming, news coming up just 1.5 hours later. So you know that NFP is in fact a very big trading event, and we will be trading live on NFP. And I believe that every one of you are ready for enjoying this moment, enjoying the trading with NFP. And also we'll be learning why it is so important, how you can take the full advantage of NFP, why it is so important, and also learning the strategy to trade NFP and many other news that you will be also learning. So I will recommend you to stick till the end of this live session to see what trade we are opening and how you can take the full advantage of this session. Now before I progress further, we want you to guys give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every day. You can use the live chat if you have any question to ask me so that I can get back to it straight away if you have any questions. So with that being said, I will be starting with first of all gold, and we will be looking at as usual Gbpusd and euro dollar and also GBP USD. So looking at first of all gold to see how the market is doing. Looking at the daily chart on gold, we can see that from the daily gold today the market opened on the daily after previous days a long week doji. Today the price tested the high of this daily long week candle, and after testing this high of this daily long week candle, what happened, if you can see that the price tested the upper week of this daily candle and then got rejected to the downside. Now looking at first of all bigger picture, I will be looking at first of all monthly to see overall direction in the market, and then weekly, and then we'll jump on to the lower time frame. Guys, make sure that you are liking the stream. If you like it, that will help the channel to grow, to be visible to more people. So make sure everyone smashing that like button. Now this is the monthly chart on gold, and what do you see in this monthly chart? Previous months is a long week candle. Now you might say, okay, I don't trade on monthly, why do I need to look at the monthly? Because monthly, weekly will give you a clear direction, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. So looking at the monthly candlestick pattern, we see there is a long week candle here with a healthy body, and also there is a long week candle here. So both of these candle, especially this monthly candle, has a very long wick at the top and equal wick in both sides. Now what I think that what might happen here is, if I go to Gbpusd, you see that I think that gold is going to do almost the similar pattern repeats, you know that very well. You see that this is the Gbpusd monthly. What did you see? Exactly the same pattern. So past is always, we can learn from the past always. And if you look at Gbpusd monthly, this is the monthly middleman with a long wick at the top and bottom, and this monthly candle has tested a very high, which is a liquidity zone. Let me tell you here. So if you look at that past, you see this is a in 2015, okay, 2015, almost 7 years, 8 years ago, Gbpusd has come to this level. Okay, very interesting. All right, so in 2015, looks like it's very near, but it's almost 8 years, you see. So this is where Gbpjpy has tested this price. Now why am I looking at this is the doji, and from that level you see that the market has made this huge move, and after almost 8 years later GJ has gone tested the same level with this long wick candle. So what all this represents is that there is liquidity here, and because of that reason, as those liquidity is triggered, GJ had a reaction, and that reaction brought this price back like that, which is basically another liquidity grab from here, and now it's going back up. Okay, so if we reflect it on gold, let's go to the gold now, and looking at what can we learn from it. Learning is the key, guys. Keep in mind that smart people are those who learns everything from everyone. So smart trader also are those who learn, always keep opening, keep learning, keep growing. Keep in mind, guys, life is a school. Every trader who are profitable, they always keep their mind open, because the market is constantly changing, evolving, creating new pattern. So to be successful as a trader, always it is always a better idea to keep open mind with the new ideas. Okay, so if you look at here, this is the monthly candle that has, in the similar way like GJ monthly candle, this long week had a big liquidity trigger, and because of that we could see that now GJ is dropping down to this monthly support level, which highly likely. And what I think that after dropping down to this level, we might see that we might see that gold is going up, and that could be the situation with the gold. Now if that's the situation, then looking at the weekly chart here on gold, from the weekly, what do we see? So from the weekly we see that Gbpjpy, this is the weekly price action, and from the weekly also back to back 3 weeks bull move, the price has tested that level. This week is the last day of trading week, so this week we see that there is a doji, followed by this week there was a very sharp drop, and I think that with the NFP we might see that GJ dropping further to this level, as we are expecting from the monthly to break to this level, as there is a liquidity here. So again on the monthly and weekly we see that Gbpjpy is potentially bearish. Now looking at the daily chart to see how the market is doing. Now from the daily, what we see that here, this is where we see a bit more clearer picture. There is a daily pin bar in that area, and with that daily pin bar there was a big drop, followed by a long wick daily candle, followed by a narrow daily doji. And what we see that currently here, the price tested the upper wick of the daily. After tested the upper wick, we see the market is coming down, and with that dropping down we could see that this price is keep pushing down, and it might break this low, in the first move, which is highly likely, and even could drop further. So with all the multi-time frame analysis, what we see that gold most likely to drop in the direction of the major trend. So now here is the structure that we need to consider before thinking or before analyzing that this market is dropping down, because it's a 4-hour time frame where we see a structure here. Draw this here. This is a structure, okay, and we saw that a break from that structure, okay, and with that break from the structure we can expect it to drop to this level, okay. So what you want to see here, we could see that gold is from this structure initially going back up, which is a potential liquidity trigger, and then to revert back to the support level. So let's now go to a very lower time frame. Looking at the 15-minute chart here on gold, is this is a, you see there is a big drop, correction, drop. So here a little bit of a different structure on the 15 minutes. You can see the market has done here so far as expected. We saw this drop yesterday. If you watch our live session, you watched yesterday's live session, you know that there was a drop, the market has gone up, and again we see that it's now coming down to this level. And what I think that gold is going to do is, let me draw this here. This is a support level from the 15-minute chart. We'll be waiting for, at this point we might see another retest. Let me draw the daily high also, just to see how far it might go for a pullback before again coming down. Some of the levels that we can identify for this retest. So these are the levels. This is the daily resistance level. You see this form a double bottom here with a liquidity trigger. We might see that gold now again short term going up. That could lead gold again to the upside little bit to the daily resistance level, and from that zone we can expect gold to revert back to this support level, which is highly likely to happen. And the main goal here for me is to see that gold has done enough homework to drop further, okay. And this is where you see like this long wick candle will give us potential price action confirmation for a short on gold. So we'll be looking for shorting gold. As I mentioned, as NFP coming up, many things could change, so let's not guess or let not be attached to the outcome, but let the market give us its hand to take us in the direction that it wants to take us. Now I also want to know all of your opinion, because you know majority of the trader what will think might happen. So let me see, let me create a poll before I progress further. In terms of gold, let me know that gold direction, okay. So gold direction, so you maybe everything I analyzed you disagree, and probably you are right, or you agree and maybe you both are right. No problem. As a trader you can be right, can be wrong. So let me know. Gold direction, it NFP will push gold high. So to be okay. So let me know via this poll that what's your opinion on gold. Let's see how the market or traders are thinking. Martin's Forex Academy, what are your expectations? Very good. I don't have any expectation. That's the expectation that I always have. Keep in mind. Hi boss, please check CHF Yeah, we'll be looking at that afterwards. Anna, hi coach, can I Anna, please visit the website. All the information on the website available. Website link below this video in the description area. In the meantime, guys, if you want to join us to our academy where you can learn and grow as a trader via the live classes and also via one-on-one coaching. So also there is some new program being started to help all the members in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. You can access all of them. I will be teaching the most favorite trading strategy, and also I will be conducting some one-on-one classes also to help everyone to grow as a trader. If you want to access that, you can join today us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I have a big coupon for you which is ending tonight. For the rest of your life, you can access Forex Trading Wizard Academy biggest sale that was given during the year end. $200 coupon is ending tonight. So I've shared with you in the live chat. You can use that. Join us to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy to access everything that we are offering. Anna, yes, there is USDT option. You can visit the website. Isa is there, always will be able to help you. Use the live chat on the website. Let me show you the live chat. So once you are on the website, so once you have visited the website, you see this live chat. Click that live chat and Isa will be able to help you any question that you have, everything. Okay, so now Mr. High Coach. Bitcoin, I got stopped on 03 January or a massive sell. Okay. Good evening, coach. Thank you. Good morning, coach. Thank you. Good morning, Patrick. Hello, coach. Your USD analysis. Yes, absolutely. Nice to see you, Spare. Well done. Niket, well done. Any you can do it right now. Isa is there. She will be able to help you. Okay. Now let's see what we can do. So this is the gold price that we see currently in this area. Now at the moment, let's look at Gbpusd, how this one is going to do. There's a little bit of choppiness in this market at the moment. So let me see the daily chart on GJ. Yeah, now let's see the daily chart on Gbpusd. Now looking at the daily chart on GJ, this is the daily impulse on Gbpusd. Now if you look at this market also from the monthly, this is what just we talked when we did the gold, same kind of repetition. Now before I repeat further, guys, did you smash the like button? I want to see the 113 view, only 27 like. So let's make it the other way around. Okay, 113 view, 114 likes. So smash it twice. If you smash it twice, then it's gonna be unliked. So make sure that you smash only once. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every single day. Thank you. So now let's look at that one on the monthly chart on GJ. This is the monthly candle on Gbpusd. With this monthly bearish candle, what happened here? See that this is a big drop, and with this big drop on the monthly, the price from this support level has got bounced to the upside. And if you look at the weekly chart, now again going back to the monthly, what do we see here on the monthly? With this big red candle on GJ, this price after this liquidity grab, the price had a big drop, and with this drop the price has tested this support level. And with that support level, so from the monthly there is a big long red candle to this support level, and from this level we saw the market has reverted back, and with that return back after this liquidity grab, I think that GJ is about to hit the monthly resistance again. The chances for Gbpusd going back up to the resistance is very high. If we look at the weekly chart, where this is the weekly drop here to this support level, and with this big long candle, so far GJ had a big bounce to the upside, and this is the weekly level where it's a very high liquidity zone. You can see that highly likely the price could drop, retest, and then could continue to go back up again from the weekly time frame. So looking at the daily chart, again going back to the daily, why? Because when we look at the monthly, weekly, daily, the reason I look at every professional trader look at the bigger picture is because when you look at the bigger picture, overall direction in the market, you see that how the market is evolving over time, because this is where you can create a picture, a vision, like we do about the market also, right? You can create a vision of the market, because ultimately how the market moves is how the trader believe to happen. So market, in other words, market is a belief system, right? There is nothing else, it's just a belief. If you analyze it, you will understand it very clearly, because it's all about buying and selling, right? Now the more trader will believe in certain thing, that's gonna happen. So that's why the smart trader are those who doesn't have their own opinion but think about what others are thinking about the market. Let's say I have asked a question, right? I have created a pool. Let me bring that forward. So the pool is NFP will push gold high. There is 39% vote on it. NFP will push down. There is 61% vote on it. So what is my vote here? Okay, it's like are you an iPhone person or an Android person? So that's a kind of polarity. Okay, so it exists everywhere. But the smart trader who doesn't have his own opinion, for example, if I am need to give a vote here, then I first will look at what you guys are voting, because I don't have any vote, but I want to see what others are voting, because that's how I understand that actually which way the market is heading, and I want to head in that direction. So if you look at from that perspective, you'll understand that actually how the market moves and how the belief moves the market. So understanding belief is very important. I believe that not only in the market and in trading, but also in your personal life. I believe that belief is absolutely important. And in fact, it's also the hardest part to do. What I would say that, I have seen in my journey, changing belief is the most difficult task for a human being, because no one can change someone else's belief, but one need to change his or her belief. Now, why it is so hard? Let me tell you from the brain perspective. It's a big part of trading psychology. Guys, keep in mind, like you see that when every human has a certain kind of belief, okay, and that belief operates everything outside of him. Now belief is not only belief, also turn into a conviction. On when something turns into conviction, it runs in autopilot. It creates, that means that you make money in autopilot or you lose money in autopilot. So that's how belief operates in the real sense. So now why does this so difficult is because the brain doesn't want to change the belief. Whenever you will understand it very clearly, you see that sometime it is written in many places that always at all cost avoid talking about, you'll see in the bus, car, or in public places, they write clearly that no political discussion, no religious discussion. Why? Because this is the sensitive part, which is a very strong belief. Now, why it is so prohibited to discuss, even I will not do it at all at any cost, is because when someone's belief is being questioned without conscious awareness, then the brain turns into switch to fight and flight response. That's the absolute response. So let's say when you standing here and you saw suddenly a snake, okay, like this standing in front of you. What are you gonna do? It's just a matter of a second. You know what to do. You run away or you just fight back. So this is what happens when the belief is questioned, because the brain turns into fight and flight response, and it's very hard to rewire those beliefs. And as a matter of fact, those beliefs most of the time you'll see that will stuck you in the place where you don't want to be. Okay, the belief that hold us back, a lot of self-limiting belief hold us back, that is most 99% unknowing, unconscious. That's why it is so hard to change belief, but it's not impossible. So if you have an open mind, then it's gonna happen very, very easily. Okay, so stick to the channel. Here here I try to help every trader coming in contact with me to grow as a trader, to develop a very strong trading psychology. So with that being said, let's now find out what is the solution to that thing, that how can you change that belief. Well, the first step is to have an intention to do that. For example, you can write it down in a piece of paper. Say that, okay, this is what I want to be a profitable trader in 1 year time, and I believe that I can do it. And then you're gonna start to question all the things that people said. Okay, what people said: trading is hard. It's a stereotyping and belief that maybe you're holding back inside you, and then you are constantly finding all the reasons why it should be hard. Let's say if you see someone has gained 10% in a day, you started to question it because it's impossible. Okay, and then you saw that someone had 10 losing trade, 1 winning trade, and you started to question that. So like that, because 10 losing trade could be better than 10 winning trade at some situation. So it's not about how many trade you lose or how many trade you win. It's about how much percentage you are going away or gaining. So that's how you learn real trading. It's important. Make sure, guys, you stick to the channel. I do provide the real trading education here, because this is my real commitment to all the traders coming along with me to give the right trading education. Because when I begin my trading journey, I haven't got it. Okay, I had to struggle a lot back in 10 years ago when I began my trading, and from that place, this academy is to help everyone. So if you are beginner or trading without much success, then I'll recommend you to stick to the channel, subscribe to the channel, press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I'm posting every single day. So now let's look at, if you look at this instrument again from the daily on Gbpusd, here is the daily impulse. Now the price is approaching another daily key level, but what I think that we might see even break of this high. The momentum looks very high on GJ, and it could keep pushing high and high. So now from the intraday, what we are seeing here is, you see the big move, pullback, a move, narrower pullback. The price action, the structure is bullish. So let's see now 15-minute chart. Okay, now this is the nearest liquidity zone here. As NFP coming in just a matter of an hour, GJ also most likely being very volatile. So this is what I think that going to happen on Gbpusd. the price to come down to retest this daily support, and once we see that GJ has broken down, tested that support, we will be looking for going long on this instrument. Okay, so let's see. This is what we will be waiting for an entry. Let it drop back to this support, and then we'll be looking for that entry opportunity on Gbpusd. Are you ready for a big trading day, guys? Let me know using the live chat. Smash it and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Amer, good evening, dear Amer. Thank you. Well done. Welcome back. I think gold above 2050. First liquidity and then boom down after. NFP, yes. Let's see. I think so. I think gold is likely to drop back to that level that we discussed. Aniket for retracement, yes. Anna, please coach, I need assist how to make Anna, okay, I believe that now you got the solution. Please go to the website, check out website, live chat. Isa will be able to help you. Coach, can you view US oil? Yeah, we'll be looking at that afternoon, Sophia. Negative. Negative psychological attitude affects trading as if my magic. So what do you mean by that, Lux? Negative psychological attitude trading as if my magic. I understand the first part, but second part I did not understand. So as if my magic, I did not understand. Can you clarify that? Thank you. Is okay. Should we trade today? Yeah, of course. Why not? NFP is a trading, very good trading day. Why not trading? But not now. So we will be waiting for the news being released, and then we will be trading. Okay, let the market volatile, and then we will be trading. You know that. If you remember, how can you remember 10,000 years ago? Okay, you can't remember that. But if you look at the history 10,000 years ago, what's happening that time? Our ancestors, how did they do? The hunter-gatherers, hunters, they used to, chase an animal, chase a deer or a goat or anything they want to hunt, keep running behind it. Okay, 4 hours, 6 hours. How did they run behind that animal? Is like not letting it to rest. The advantage over the animal to the human being is that they don't have a fur. Okay, so human being doesn't have a fur and it can sweat with the heat, but the animal can't take that heat anymore, and it had a heat stroke, so they catch it and bring it home for feast, right? So the same thing, the pattern is repeated. We do the same thing over and over again from ancestor to ancestor. The only difference is that the environment changes, so the act of doing also changes. They have hunted the deer by running in the open field for 6 hours patiently, so you can run patiently. Okay, similarly, not by standing. The way we can catch the same deer on the market, right? Let the market to have a heat stroke, be patient, and then wait for the market to give its hand to take the trade. So if you look at here GJ and other instrument, we have a level. We will be waiting for the market to give us a direction so that we can hold on to it. All right, guys, hope that you are enjoying that. Thank you. Can you please check Euro AUD? Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Turn on coach. How is looking Euro USD? We'll be looking at that. Kindly talk about Eurojpy. USD CHF analysis, please. Good evening, coach. Deepak, your lessons are very valuable. Thank you. Well done. Kakulan, hello. Thank you very much. Okay. So now here is we will be waiting for that, for the price to break that low, and then we'll be looking to enter. Now in the meantime, while we are observing the market on gold and GJ, now gold, as I mentioned before, bouncing back up again. So see the 4 hour. Okay, you see that long week. So we might see now, before NFP, the market is a little bit upside on gold. Let's see that on the same thing with euro dollar. Also will be looking at how it is doing. Okay, so far everything I said has been wasted. Thank God you guys let me know. So I think it was almost 5 minutes. Missed all of you guys. Okay, let me bring that up again. Okay. All right. So I have to. Okay, there is not much important, but I will repeat that so that you guys can get it again. We talk about the channel on euro dollar. Okay, this is the 15-minute. If you look at the daily on euro dollar, this is a daily. There is a big drop on euro dollar on the daily time frame, and this is the daily long week candle on euro dollar. Okay, so after the yesterday's daily close today, after testing this high, we can see that the price slowly breaking to the downside, which is a bearish price action on euro dollar. If we look at the 4-hour, where the market from the 4-hour perspective, a drop here so far, and because this is the daily resistance level, we could see now the price will try to retest this level here because it's a neckline of this. There is a pattern here, drop, retest, and we can expect it to return back. So from the 15-minute chart, where we see a channel, this is a bearish channel on euro dollar, and with that channel, the market, you can see, is trading like that in this channel. I'll be waiting for a break to the upside and then trending to the downside, which is highly likely to happen on euro dollar, because when you see a market, okay, a channel like that, you can expect it to break to the upside and then to trend to the downside. Thank you for your patience, guys. You guys are patient. Thank you for that. It was muted and everything was muted. Sound is back. Thank you very much. Nine minutes delay in YouTube. No, can't be. The timing can't be. You guys can hear me immediately. So let's make a test, okay? So I'll say 1, 2, 3. Say yes, we can hear you. So let me see how fast you guys can hear me. Can anybody help me on that? So I'll say, ready? 1, 2, 3. Can anybody tell me yes, we can hear you? Let me see how fast it's coming. So I think no one is hearing me. Yeah, so it's very, very near. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Cool. Okay, so euro dollar from the 15-minute chart here, we can see that, yeah, cool. Thank you. Yeah, we are very close. Maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds delay could happen, but 2 seconds, 3 seconds doesn't matter. Now you see that NFP, guys, coming up very soon for euro dollar is slowly dropping down in that direction. And are you guys hungry for PEEP? We had some PEEP yesterday also. How hungry you are? And let me see the pull gold direction. Okay, NFP will push gold high. Oh, that's a nice relationship. 50-50. 50-50 pool result. That's amazing. Let me bring that up. 50-50 sharp. Okay, now can we go back to gold, please? You want to go back to gold? Yeah, let's see what's, yeah, we see that local bullish move. As I mentioned earlier, we might see that move to the upside at the moment, but not at all a good idea to trade at the moment before the release. So better to be patient and wait for the release. Now, before progressing further, guys, make sure that you like the stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every single day. Join the free Telegram channel, link below this video. I do share all the educational content and everything on the free Telegram channel that will help you to grow as a trader. The biggest sale is going on. To join us, today is the last day for the coupon, absolute last day. You can join us today, where you will be learning from me the biggest, the all time that I trade, all the strategy. I'll be teaching on the live classes. If you are joining today, you can access all of them to be a consistently profitable trader. The journey to profitability begins here. So you can join today. Link you can find in the description area. The first link, visit the website and then click join now button. Use that coupon on the lifetime access checkout and you will be able to access all of them. So Forex 100 Trader Academy FOMC report, GDP is positive. Okay, unemployment decreases, employment scope increases. Okay, so unemployment rate data may better than forecast. Overall rate cut is not in here, so gold will be bearish. Okay, so your fundamental analysis is gold to be bearish. Okay, that could be, as I mentioned before, we could see bullish or bearish. As I, from the technical, I see that potentially bearish. So if you see that fundamental is bearish, yeah, that might be a bit more deeper analysis from the fundamental perspective. 2050 I see zone 20. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you. Please check CHF agree with you on Euro USD. Had some sentiment. Yep. Can you analyze Gbpusd? Thank you. Very good. Okay, so now looking at, now we looked at the Gbpjpy. This is the support, and you can see the market. Let me see the GJ from here. Gbpjpy is very at the top, and there are two possible scenarios for this market: to drop a bit deeper and then to go back up. The way Gbpjpy 3 days move happen from the daily, for me it is a very strongly bull. We could see that the market is remaining bullish, but at the moment here you might see liquidity grab and then could remain to the upside. Gbpusd, which is almost cousin of gold, you can say, almost nearly moving in the same direction. So looking at the monthly chart on GBP USD, we can see that this is a bullish move on the monthly. After previous monthly close this month, we have seen that the market has dropped so far. And if we look at the weekly chart, here we can see this is the weekly doji followed by previous weekly pin bar. This week the market opened with a gap and the prices started to drop. If we look at the daily chart, we can see that from the daily time frame on GBP USD, with this move here, a big drop followed by, we can see that so far a pullback to the upside, the bias on GBP USD to the downside. What's your bias on GBP USD? From the 4-hour perspective, here is, you can see there is an inverted head and shoulder. After 3 liquidity trigger, the market has made its move to the upside. Now we can see that it's now from this level again dropping down, and for me this is the 4-hour chart. There wasn't much move today so far because of the data coming up, and we could see that the market is testing that and then coming down. So lower time frame like the euro dollar on GBP USD also, after retest we can expect a drop in this market. Any suggestion on UJ? Yeah, so GJ and UJ will be looking strong dollar week gold. Okay, so very good understanding. CHFJPY, please, thank you. Can you go? Okay, thank you, Zofia. Eurojpy, yeah, absolutely, thank you for that. Okay, looking at now, so GBP USD with the 1-hour close, the price now trying to pull back again to the downside. Okay, here is GBP. Let me see what it did here. So 1-hour candle on GJ, a bearish price action. Let me see. It's NFP. Otherwise, I would look for selling opportunity here, because this 1-hour candle, you see there is a one here, there's one here, they're back to back, 2 strong liquidity trigger in that area. The chances for this instrument on GJ to drop back to this support level is very high, and then we might see that a bounce back up from this level. Coach, I was thinking the same. Yeah, absolutely, that's a very good match, very good coincidence. Euro dollar, so please check CHFJPY. My sell trade is running. Should I close or continue? So your sell trade is running on CHFJPY. I can look at that, but I cannot tell you you should close or continue because it's your trade. So no one has right to tell you what to do or what not to. But let me see that what's happening on CHFJPY. So looking at CHFJPY is, if I look at the daily chart here, I'll be looking at the monthly. It's a bull market from the monthly. Now if you are trading on 1-minute chart, then don't listen what I said. So if you, this is the monthly chart, you can see there is a big long wick candle on CHFJPY, and back to back this monthly candle on CHFJPY is in fact a big liquidity trigger. Now when you see in a bull market this kind of candle in the middle is a sign of couple of candle like that. So CHFJPY most likely, highly likely pushing to the upside. Now if you look at the weekly chart on CHFJPY, what we see that this is the weekly drop, a bounce back up on CHFJPY. This is the weekly move, a big bullish move followed by a middleman, followed by a bullish candle. Now looking at the daily chart on CHFJPY, we can see that from the daily, an impulse, pullback, impulse, deeper pullback, a move. We might see a pullback, but the market structure is still bullish. Okay, now here is the point. You see, this is a very high liquidity zone. It's a liquidity candle. I do have a strategy to trade this kind of candles. Is one of my favorite trading system, where to find the trade in this kind of level where there is a high liquidity. As CHFJPY, you can see there is a liquidity here, made a significant move. We could see that CHFJPY is keep pushing high after retesting. Now here is the point, because you see in the 1 hour chart is a bit different now here, further liquidity in that area. So any kind of drop to this level or breaking this low can give us potential bullish entry on CHFJPY. Now we need to wait for the pullback. There's a head and shoulder, still not broken. With the NFP, we might see that, like with the GBPJPY, pull back to the downside, and then we can expect it to continue to the upside. So if anyone trading only seeing a head and shoulder, I normally don't trade only head and shoulder, because if you look at the market, more fake head and shoulder than the real head and shoulder, because whenever the market make a head and shoulder, regardless of the point, then when do you need to consider a head and shoulder is when you see the head and shoulder in an overextended area where the market is very highly likely that will revert back. If I give you an example, let's say consider two scenarios. Guys, before you consider the next scenario, guys, give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting. Join the free Telegram channel, link below this video in the description, and also you can see that you can access all the strategies education that I am posting on Forex Trading Wizard Academy. You can join us to be part of the trading community by joining using the coupon given on the live chat. Let me share with you. Once you join here, you can access all the classes and everything that we have providing every single day. Let me share with you that. So this is the last day of this coupon, is going to be ending tonight. Make sure you use that, otherwise not be going through anymore. So now if you look at, let me show you an example of head and shoulder. So let's say this market is trending, and then with that trend the market has broken out of the structure. Try to understand in what situation we'll be considering the head and shoulder. Now it made like that. see, this is for me a very high probability head and shoulder, or the inverted head and shoulder. Same thing, you see, because if this market, let's say, trending like that from here, the bigger is better, right? So when a market trending like this, creating series of higher high and higher low, which is an uptrending market structure. Now in this uptrending market structure, what do you see here? A breakup structure, a breakup structure from the trend, right? So this is series of higher low from, which is an uptrending market structure, and breakup structure has broken the swing low in an uptrend and then form an inverted head and shoulder. This is a very liquidity zone, high liquidity zone, and in that area it formed that inverted head and shoulder. And with that inverted head and shoulder formation, CHF JPY, highly likely that, or any instrument, we could see that bounce back up and continuation. But what about this head and shoulder here? Let's say you saw that a head and shoulder has formed here, okay? Now this head and shoulder, if you see here, it could drop to this level and then going back up. Now why this head and shoulder is so important than this? What do you need to ask yourself? Keep in mind, guys, you can ask one question to yourself when you are looking at head and shoulder, double bottom, double top. Is, what is that? Ask one question to the market or to the pattern before you look at either you should trade or know that pattern. Is this pattern telling you to trade in the direction of the trend, or it's provoking you to break the direction of the trend? Very good. So well done. So when you see a head and shoulder is provoking you to trade in the major direction of the trend, this is where you will be trading. If you look at this inverted head and shoulder here, this inverted head and shoulder is provoking you to trade in the major direction of the trend, but this head and shoulder is provoking you to trade in against the major direction of the trend. That's the main point here to look at. Okay, so let me see here. Okay guys, so NFP coming up. I'll take a 30 seconds break, coming back to you, and in the meantime let me know what's your thought on NFP. I'll be back in 30 seconds time. So you're back. Cool. Now, I believe that you understood it, how to trade that head and shoulder and the pattern. Any suggestion on US oil? We'll be looking at that. Please look at dollar yen. Yeah, thank you so much, coach. No problem. You're welcome. Please look at dollar yen. Yeah, we'll be looking at that, coach. What about gold? And trend. Okay, I think gold will grab liquidity at 1930 zone and then bounce back for long-term buy. So you think that gold is going to get liquidity at 1930? Where is gold at the moment? Okay, so the market structure here on gold currently showing a bit more unpredictable way until we see the news being released. 14 minutes to go. So okay, GJ and gold, if we look at Gbpusd have tested this high. So any movement to the upside on GJ might give a potential for dropping down. This 20 EMA also, if we look at the 1 hour chart on Gbpusd, the price has not tested this 20 EMA for a very long time. A little bit of here, a little bit of stronger liquidity grab in that area on GJ. In this one we see head and shoulder formation, and with that one, so the price here, I see that there is a high probability for downside move on GJ, because this trend already is from 30 minutes, if you look at, very strongly overextended, and with this candle close, as NFP will be released, we might see a bit of spike and then downside on GJ. So let's find out where the market is exactly heading to. DXY, yeah, we'll be looking at that, coach. The strengthening of USD will only happen NFP is positive news, right? What if it's negative? Will USD weaken, resulting in uptrend movement of gold and other? Okay, so Tinto, it's a very good question. Let me ask you guys, what do you think that with the let me ask you the same question, guys. With the NFP, pardon me, with the NFP, if the positive news coming up, then does USD getting stronger? And in that case, gold is going to be weaker, right? Let's see on DXY. How does it happening? Now looking at the daily chart on DXY, if you look at the daily chart on DXY, is where there is a big gap here, long wick candle on the daily. So let's look at the monthly. So from the monthly, if you look at here, it's a big drop on DXY on the monthly. Now with this big drop, the market has come back to this monthly support. If you remember, this is what also we discussed in the past, that DXY highly likely will break that low. It did that, and from this level we saw that bounce back up, and with that bounce we see that there is a potential for upside. If we look at the weekly, so far from the weekly, the price is, this is a weekly bearish price action, but at the same time it has come to this level where there is a support, and from the support we have seen that bounce back up. Now from the daily, this is a daily gap with a long doji, and which form an inverted head and shoulder here on DXY. Now with that inverted head and shoulder, so this is a DXY here, and this is a head, left shoulder, and the right shoulder here. And with this inverted head and shoulder, we can expect DXY to bounce back up from the 4-hour time frame, where we see that there is a crossover 10 and 20 EMA, and from this level we can expect DXY to, this is an entry support, we can expect for the price to bounce back up again. So from the lower time frame, we see that there's a twist here, the change of trend, which normally happen with a strong liquidity grab. So the probability for DXY for long term is to the upside. Okay, so with the news we might see that deeper liquidity grab, and then potential for me is upside, as I mentioned, with the NFP release in 7 minutes time from this time. Then we'll be exactly knowing which way it is heading. So with the notion that gold is coming down, then DXY is likely to be bullish, isn't it? What's your thought on that? Aniket, not. So Aniket said, not necessarily that USD becomes stronger. We need to compare it in terms of other currencies like Euro, GBP, JPY, holding DXY. Okay. So you think that it's not necessarily that stronger? Okay, let me give you my view on that about the news, and all of them is the news is acting as a event that take the price to its true value. That means that when the market, you see, this is a, let me delete that so that I can explain and we'll come back again. This is gold, right? And if you look at this time frame, what do you see here? A big impulse, and then a correction, and then another impulse, correction. So the market is creating series of higher high and higher low. Okay, so which is an uptrending market structure. So in that uptrending market structure, this is a very important level of support, right? And this is a reversal neckline. There is an imbalance here. So what happened is that news, in majority of the time, you will see the price will bring that here, and then will bounce back from this level suddenly like that, creating a long wick candle. So what it is doing is that it is bringing to a no man's land, a zone where it realizes its true value, because there is always an imbalance in the market, and what the trader does is that basically try to identify an asset or an instrument is overvalued or undervalued. That's why you see the RSI also provides information about oversold, overbought. Some trader uses it. So what news does is that it brings that price to its baseline or below the baseline, and then you have an opportunity to ride the trend again. Let's say you are in a roller coaster, you want to get that roller coaster. So if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend or anyone who has a very emotional roller coaster, you know very well that how it works. So you need to ride that, and now once you want to ride that, then what you need that to be grounded so that you can ride it. And then if you look at this trend, if you see that the market has broken out of the structure, has come to that ground, you can ride that trend again for another bounce back up, and that's exactly it works. You see that? So that's why the news is a catalyst that in majority of the time will give you a baseline to follow. So now it's only 2 minutes remaining, and then we will be riding that trend again. Guys, make sure that you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet before the news, and let's keep holding the breath to see what's happening with DXY and how it works. Okay, let's find out. Let me see what you guys are thinking on that. Holding DXY, yeah. So what about dollar CAD? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Feeling imbalances. Yeah, absolutely. CAD. So what I meant is to say we need to check the interest rate. Yeah, absolutely. Of the USD, yeah. So you need to check the interest rate also. Sure. It's the very important point, because interest rate decisions are major indicator of the currency movement. Do you see that big move on gold, big drop? Okay, so you see that means that DXY had a bounce to the upside as expected, guys. So are you with me? Let's see. Now let's get prepared for a move. Okay, so let's find out what information has come out to be. We need to interpret the result. Calendar, going to the calendar here. Okay, so what do we see? Unemployment change. What? That's so low on CAD. The forecast was 12.2k. The result is 0.1k. Employment change. And CAD unemployment rate, which is positive. Average hourly earnings, positive, positive, positive. So all of them that is supporting the DXY. And we see that drop on gold. Now let me see what's happening with dollar CAD. Okay, now dollar got stronger even with the CAD. This is a 1 hour chart. Let me see, we might find an entry on CAD. Okay, so this is the monthly price action on dollar CAD. There is a big drop on the monthly to this monthly support level. A big liquidity grab on the monthly can give a potential bounce on that. This is the monthly resistance level. We can expect it to revisit there. Weekly perspective, so far bullish after the previous weekly pin bar, and we can expect for the price to bounce back up from the daily, where there is daily doji with a liquidity grab. From here we saw a bounce, which in fact has formed an inverted head and shoulder. Now with that inverted head and shoulder formation, the price basically has formed this one, an overextended part, and I think that dollar CAD is ready for, highly likely to move towards its long-term major direction of the trend. So there is a probability for dollar CAD to remain bullish. Now from the 4 hour we see that which is also bull. Now from the 1 hour, there is the key. It might grab a bit more liquidity again. So this is the 1 hour candle on dollar CAD, which is, we see that on what's happening with AUD USD, Euro USD. Gold. Okay, so dollar CAD. Here. So I need to, okay. But I think the dollar CAD, we might see that movement. Okay, dollar CAD. Right, so I'm going to go long on dollar CAD from here. Stop loss below this low. We'll be targeting first 221, and then if we need to extend, we can extend it. I believe the dollar CAD will bounce back up, and this is high liquidity zone. So around how many pip stop loss on that? If it drops down, then we'll be entering again 28 pip stop loss on this on dollar CAD. So let me put a bit more space here. We look at the 15 minutes, yeah, so 5 minutes. I'll be also sharing the same trade to the VIPs. So let me enter. And I'll explain the strategy why I'm opening, guys. Stay with me, stay connected. Make sure you're smashing the like button and also hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. I do share all my day trade to the VIP group. So about dollar CAD and trade that I had to close. Now let's see what kind of opportunity it is creating. All right, guys, so are you with me? We are long on dollar CAD, and we'll try to catch pips here. 15 minutes, which is from 1 hour, which is a bull candle, from 4 hour, 30 minutes. Yeah. So we are long on dollar CAD. It's a bull market. I'm in profit at the moment on dollar CAD. So let me, you guys copied that. Let me open up some of my account, display, capture. You guys may not see me just for a moment. Just need to turn on something here. Okay. Okay. Now here is what we want to see, that dollar CAD managed to break to the upside to create a new uptrending direction, unless it wants to grab another liquidity from here. see that bounce to the upside, and I've just entered my profit zone. So let's see. Okay, now I don't want to see that it's getting another liquidity. We need to modify, we can do that, but so far so well. It might need deeper liquidity, but let's see what it is trying to do. Stop loss here is 20 pip, 28 pip. Let's see where might gather liquidity further. So 30 minutes, 15 minutes candle closing as a doji. Might bounce back up from here or gather. Let's see how it is reacting. Might just bounce back up. Okay, it might revert back from this level. Okay, so how are you doing? Let me know. Just looking to see where we can manage this trade. As you can see, there's a long wick doji here. We can expect for the price to bounce back up. We see some kind of movement now. This long wick candle is because the major direction of the trend is up, so we can expect it to bounce back up. It might try to break 1.3359 and then we could see that bounce back up, or we can expect it to revert back from this level. Wait for the price to create that momentum. Okay, so even if we look at the 1 hour chart, closing as a like this as a bullish doji can give potential for bounce back to the upside. Okay, so yeah, we see some momentum coming, some momentum coming up. Okay, I'm still expecting it to bounce to the upside. Let's see how it is reacting in that zone. Now dollar CAD is showing significantly bullish momentum from 5 minutes. If we look at, let's leave it there on the 1 hour. Let's look at the gold. We'll leave dollar CAD running here, looking at, if we look at the euro dollar and gold, there's some kind of this is the 1 hour chart from a long wick doji. Euro dollar from the 4 hour also. Look at even the 1 minute how ED has done. That's a big move. Okay, so euro dollar is trying to drop down. So with that being said, dollar CAD, the bulls is still not getting enough strength. It might break this low and then we could see that bounce back up. Let me see the gold again. Attention is the key, guys. So gold to me is still showing downside momentum. The liquidity that I see mostly grabbed from the top. So we see that potential liquidity from the top mostly, and okay, so it has broken down. Still we are on it. Might need more liquidity on it. Okay, so let's keep that running. Let me see what's happening with gold. So there is a reaction on that. Let's see if we, after gathering this liquidity, we might see bounce up. As there is a long wick, it might revert back. Let's find out what's happening with the gold. Now here is with the gold. Things a bit unpredictable. Let's see. Things sometimes become a bit unpredictable, especially after the news. Trend might be changing here. Okay, now okay, still we are on the trade, and you see mine running. Yeah, okay, so if we see enough bounce back, we might see again going back up. And let me see, might add a position here on the, if we see enough, then we can double up that, and then if we see enough confirmation, there's a chance for bounce back up here because it's a liquidity zone. Okay, let me see, we might add a position. Let me see how. Okay, so I'm not entering yet, I'm just testing, seeing. Okay guys, so with this 11 pip stop loss, I will be entering another position on $CAD exactly with the 1% risk with the same setup. As you can see, stop loss at the same place, 1.33534, and TP target at 1.3397. Now if I am out, I will be out 2 positions, but not a big deal, very small risk. Keep in mind guys, risk management is the key. Even if this price goes up here, this one will be little profit, this one will have a big profit and we can exit. If this one is dropping down this way, then we might see that big drop on $CAD. And let me see how the market is doing here. I'm 2 position on $CAD. Very little risk guys, risk management. Also I will be teaching that risk management every day here in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I'm teaching that. If you want to learn the risk management to be a profitable trader, you can join today. There is a biggest sale going on. You can use that coupon to join us, to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, to learn risk management, to learn the strategy that I'm trading every day. So link below this video in the description, you can find, use that coupon to join us, to be part of trading community, to access everything that we have. See here. So is it so there is a 1 hour candle closed and also 4 hour candle closed. Kind of price action is made is super important. From the 1 hour, if we look at $CAD, not very good in passive price action, but still, let's see, we can see that reaction because it's a very tight one. The next one, So the price here in this support level. Okay. If it is bouncing back up from here, let's see gold. This change of trend. It's an extreme liquidity level. If it is breaking down that support, then we might see that a big drop, a change of trend. Still expecting a bounce back up for retest. What kind of price action it is making, but we could see very surprising here. So let's find out where it is heading. Okay, I'm out on one trade. The other trade is still on. One trade is still on, the bigger one. Out on two. So let's see what's happening here. I'm out with $CAD. Let me see where this is the daily support. It's gonna bounce back. It just has come back down for deeper liquidity gap. This is if you look at the daily chart, the price on the daily support, it's highly likely we'll see a revert back from this level. Let me see gold. Okay, gold showing different picture. Gold showing different picture. We see that after breaking that low, it is bouncing back up. Okay, so it formed an inverted head and shoulder in that area on gold, and so you see that with these long wick candles on the 15-minute chart form an inverted head and shoulder, yet not completed, but from the daily, what do you see here? Gold and silver unstoppable. This is now in an unpredictable area. Let's see. It just, you know, this is the daily chart on gold. It might revert back again. You want to see a bit more confirmation, because this is the 5-minute price action, 5 minutes candlestick pattern. We see that big move and the price on another resistance level. How the price is reacting to this is a big factor. Let's be a little bit waiting. We'll be entering again once we find that entry. Very see the dollar CAD again bouncing back up from this level at the moment. So as I mentioned before, this is the daily support, and dollar is getting stronger again. What kind of price action dollar CAD has made here? A bullish candle. At the moment we will not be taking any trade on CAD. Let me see that gold. Dollar CAD, it's now this is a bit complex price action. Now there is a chance for returning back to the original direction, because if you look at the daily chart here, what I see that dollar CAD, for me it's a bull market. This is why I'm always bull on dollar CAD. Chances for the price to go back up to the resistance is very high. So it's showing that pattern, and Okay, so I will be going long on dollar CAD another time because this is a bullish market, overextended. Again, this time also I'll be taking 3 times TP target on that. And if you look at here, the same thing. Okay, so here I'll put my stop loss well below this level, TP target at 1.34061. I'm long again on dollar CAD, also this time 3 times profit target. So chances for the price to return to the original direction is very high. And today's daily high. Okay, yeah. So today, this is the daily 20 EMA. The price tested the daily support. I can expect a bounce back up to the major direction. So it's going up now. So we see that movement. Now so the price has broken a very important liquidity zone from the all-time frame. 4 hour, a big red candle, which is basically a bearish candle. Okay, so I'll keep that running. Problem, risk a very smaller, so no problem at all. Now let's find out how the price is doing with the gold. Very interesting price action gold is forming here. what kind of. So looking at the imbalance in this market is in that direction. Okay, so the expectation for the price to go back up further for deeper liquidity gap, but let me find out how it is evolving. And in the meantime, looking at gold, a big long pin bar here on gold, which is a bit more of concern to think why this has formed, guys. What's the reason for this pin bar that has gold has formed? So what's the reason for this pin bar on gold on the 30 minutes time frame? What do you think? Now dollar CAD, this one I expected to go up further. If it is not going, this candle not going back up, we might need to exceed that entry. Let me find out first of all how this one is closing. There is a chance for the price to revert back. Because if you look at the support on dollar CAD, this is support, and this is a overextension to the downside from the support. So support here, support here, support here, support here, and this is an overextension. You can expect it to bounce back to the upside. Okay, let's see how it is doing that way. And if you look at gold, a big 4-hour pin bar on gold. Now what do you think, guys? Which way in your opinion gold is heading to? US oil, yeah, we'll be looking at US oil, absolutely. So dollar CAD is trying to revert back. What kind of price action is forming? Okay, support level. So let me see on for our dollar yen. We'll be looking at some of the USD pairs. Okay. So dollar CAD again. US oil that you're asking. So US oil, if we look at the daily chart on US oil, what we see that in that area, this is a, let me see the monthly time frame. Monthly, there is a big drop on the monthly to the support level. With the new monthly opening, we see that US oil currently showing a little bit of upside. Looking at the weekly, this is the, almost at the end of the week, we see that US oil showing potentially bullish price action after breaking the weekly low. And if we look at the daily chart, where a daily drop, the market structure showing potentially bullish on this one here as well. So US oil, for me, though it is in a downtrend, we might see that upside bias on US oil, which is highly likely. So yeah, the potential for US oil is up, but you can see it's approaching that resistance. Better to wait for the price to drop and then to go back up again to create a new higher high. So looking at dollar CAD again to see what we can do with this trade, keep running or closing. All right, so yeah, let's wait for this candle to close in this support level without breaking that, then expected movement to the upside for another bounce, because the imbalance here, there is a lot of liquidity. As the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, yeah, price manipulation, yeah, this is a very common phenomenon in the market, price manipulation, which happens, guys. You need to be on it as a trader, but in a way it also fosters good movement in the market, because without manipulation the market will not be very, very volatile. We see a doji has formed. Let me see how the gold has closed. Okay, so dollar CAD has been able to have a little bit of bounce on that area. So I am on, just have entered that zone. Guys, did you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet? Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Now so from 30 minutes perspective, which is closing 3 minutes time, Okay, we'll leave that on. We'll come back to it very soon. Here is showing again bearish price action, but until the candle close we cannot tell. Might revert back again. Here gold is alright, so the price action on gold is showing bullish, but dollar CAD is completely unpredictable at the moment. We'll leave it there. This is an extremely manipulative at the moment. Let's leave it there. So, well, ultimately we see that a bias on upside on gold. So DXY getting weaker and weaker. There is a bearish price action on DXY. So we see a trend on gold. Market more 40 minutes dollar CAD. Yeah, so there is a news. The news affected definitely the CAD and dollar at the same time. Let's bring the data again to see. To 30 minutes later on dollar, not in dollar CAD. So we might see a change of trend here. Okay. We could see that drop. If we look at gold, that means that DXY is getting stronger, and we might see that the market is upside on that, which is highly likely. So DXY, we can see that weakness, and gold might make a leap to the upside. From the daily, there is a daily bullish pin bar here, okay, forming. So bounce to the upside is on gold. So we'll try to exit dollar CAD at entry. Let me find out here. We might see another, here we could see another bounce back up. As it is not going according to the plan, we'll see my entry on this at 646. So we will see a bounce back up definitely for a pullback. It will be exiting in that situation. Let's see with the profit once it will go there. At the moment we can expect another pullback to the upside. Let's see. So gold is just has touched that 4-hour 20 EMA, and from that 4-hour 20 EMA the market might come back for a pullback, and with this long pin bar, this doji has given a very strong momentum on gold. This might take the price to the upside. So what we see, NFP has made gold week stronger. Now, as in the beginning of the session we discussed that it might be that the price might do completely the other way around. We see that there is a strengthening on DXY according to the news, but we see that weakness in the beginning. So now let's see what the market, anytime it might change the sentiment, but so far data release is positive for DXY, but we see the weakness on DXY. So as I mentioned before, it not always do as expected. The price basically moves according to liquidity. Okay, it only follows the liquidity, and that's why the strategy that I use mostly is the liquidity trading strategy. So when you see the market has gathered that liquidity, from here we see again coming back, highly likely you'll see the dollar CAD will have a bounce, a reaction from this level, because below this level there is liquidity. It formed the double bottom. Now okay, here form that double bottom. Now it will try to move back up to that resistance level again. Okay guys, so we'll keep that running. Let me see dollar yen. So dollar yen, you can see after breaking that low, also here it is trying to have some kind of pullback. So after this kind of news release, such as NFP, the market really act in a very unpredictable manner, and you need to be on it. Okay, You see, this is the 5 minutes and 15 minutes candle on gold. Let me see if it is planning for another move here. From the daily, this is the daily resistance level. There's a daily pin. This is the 5 minutes pin bar here on gold. So here we see some weakness, and which is again strengthening the dollar CAD. The dollar CAD has formed the double bottom and going up in that. Let me see Gbpusd. It is showing still bullish. Gbpusd is a very strongly bull market. It's still showing bullish. Okay, let me see. Coach, do you think buy? Okay, Coach, could you gold grab liquidity? Thanks. Gold, you mean that gold? Okay, Coach, please assist me if I can. Gold, yeah, thank you. Why not the technical bounce gold? Yeah, there will be more news in 40 minutes. Yes, there is a news coming up, and we see again strengthening. So there might be positive news coming up on CAD. That could be. So we are so CAD, here is dollar CAD. There is a 5 minutes bullish candle again in that area. So the 15 minutes on dollar CAD is showing bullish price action. Okay, we see that bounce back up on dollar CAD. Gbpujpy, where is the setup? Okay, man, Gbpujpy is bullish. This is the 5 minutes 15 minutes candle. Yeah, we see that price action bullish from the 1 hour, from the 4 hour. 15 minutes a bullish engulfer with multiple liquidity grab. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, this is a bullish candle. You can see this 15 minutes candle has crossed couple of candles low. Now it might come down for another drop, or it may just trend from this level. So with the CAD news, let's hold this trade for a bit more push to the upside. See, bounce back up. Now it's doing that. Let me see on dollar yen also. Let me see the GJ. So JPY is weaker, as you know that inherently, and Gbpjpy because of that showing strengthening. Okay, dollar CAD, I just have entered in the zone, see a bounce, and then okay, so because there is a news coming, we see that there is a liquidity gap here. Dollar CAD, I am near at entry. There's a bounce, return back. Form a now bearish price action in that area, guys. See, the price will always puzzle you. The market is always puzzling, so very strong you have to be in terms of your planning and sticking to the strategy, and the risk management is the key. So you can see 15 minutes forming a doji. Okay, so there's a CAD news coming, and dollar CAD so far this is a bearish candle. So now the news is a very important factor, otherwise it is showing still bearish. Okay, dollar CAD form bearish price action, and we need to wait for the news coming up. It has taken us again, and I'll be waiting for the news to be published, and then we'll be entering again whenever we'll find an entry. With that said, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this live session. Some day are for us, some day not for us, so make sure that you stay always connected and do the risk management always when you are trading. In addition, you see GJ is bounce, showing some kind of bullish momentum here, so always do the risk management when you are trading. Until that, stay well, stay happy. I'll see you again on the other side. You can join us today using the coupon given on the description area. So until then, stay well, stay happy. Thank you, and I'll